We're fortunate to have with us today David Dwyer, the founder of Find My Shorts. David, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Todd, g'day. Todd, I've worked in offices most of my life, which means I've sat at a desk, sat in a car for all week, and that's been my activity. I always had some activity in my life, but it was always random, you know. And the more random it is, the harder to do, and so it was always a chore. I was fortunate enough recently I moved city and hooked up with a group of people who sort of did activity on a more regular basis, which I fell into with them, and I started to find it a lot easier. I found that life seemed to be a lot more enjoyable. My mind seemed to work better just with that regular activity. And it got to a stage where now even I don't need that group. Yesterday there was a group activity on at 6:30 in the morning and I didn't participate. I woke up at 6 o'clock and gone, just don't feel like it. But because I've got that regular habit now, yesterday afternoon I thought, I better do a bit of activity because I missed in the morning. And that's how I got to where we are now.
So where did Find My Shorts come from? I guess it comes from David Dwyer being an active person.
Yeah, Todd, it was sort of realisation that, gee, if I can do that, and if I can get that regular activity into my lifestyle, then I think, you know, people of my vintage or age can do it themselves. So that's how it started. Find My Shorts is a structure, I suppose, based on a learning management system, so we put some bit of theory behind it that we not only want to actually get you a bit active, but we want to educate you about activity. We do that with the structure, and we provide then some expertise with the coaches who work and live in this industry. What's also important is because we're aiming for an older age group like ourselves, that those coaches can work well with the older generation. I suppose have some empathy for them. So once we have the structure, we have the expertise with the coaches, then we devise some activity around that. And those activities come in a form, we've got 2 courses. One is an 8-week course, which is activation, we call it, around exercises. The other one is a limbering up course, which is a 4 course, which is about stretching the body and the muscles and all the bits in between. So once we have the activity, the final thing is what we want to do is build a bit of community around that activity. So in our learning management system we have chat rooms which your coaches will participate in and your other participants. We then have weekly discussions where your coaches will go over what we've done this week and what we'll be doing next week. So it's a forum style. So we're actually trying to bring that personal trainer into your personal life.
So without making any guarantees, Dave, what can I expect?
Todd, we won't be making any guarantees, that's for sure. We don't want you to lose weight, but if you did, that's great. We don't want you to actually be a more beautiful person, but you know, there's every chance you are. What we do want you to get to is to realise that activity in your life on a regular basis makes you feel better. So what we really want is at the end of this course is you learn the habit of regularly doing activity in your weekly life.
And that'll make me feel happier.
Todd, it'll make you feel happier.
Sounds great.
Thanks, Todd.